it's hard to go outside and take a walk or get my daily exposure in the sun. So the past 2 weeks, I've been inside. Very grateful, because I know in Europe, they don't have air conditions. So I'm very, very grateful, even though we just have one, and, you know, we gotta kind of like open up all the doors to make it work for everybody. But, you know, I'm grateful for that. I get cold easy anyway. But it's the humidity. It's not the heat that bothers me. I can live probably, well, I have lived in the desert, and the sun gets extremely hot, but you can take a little break in the shade, you know. Humidity follows you everywhere. It's like a virus. It seeps into your skin, your clothes. Like, you can't dry off after a shower. You try to do laundry, your clothes never fully dry. It's crazy. And then breathing at night. I mean, listen to me. I sound like a frog. It's probably why frogs sound like the way they do, because of the humidity and the moisture. Anyway, I don't know. I think I really need that, though, because I've been feeling very melancholy, yeah, the past 2 weeks. It's like being inside. I don't know, I just been like, I don't know, it's different. It's like I'm not sad. I'm not feeling sorry for myself, but it's like I'll see a male chickadee outside my window, and I know that my cats just killed a female not too long ago, and in my heart, I'm sad, thinking, is that the male waiting for his female mate that my cat's killed? Or I'm redoing a dollhouse that my dad started. He passed away 2 years ago, and I'm still dealing with that. But I'm recreating something he built, and it's hitting me harder than I thought. You know, I thought it'd be cool to carry out his dream, but I'm erasing parts of him, and it bothers me, and I can't take it back. I can't get him back, you know? So attachments to things that I've lost over the years, or that I threw out, that had his presence, and I know it's not him. And then this world, it's not very friendly. I don't know, I think I was just making a comment to like a nature video of some sort. And the last thing I expected was to be attacked by it. I said something that somebody didn't like, and it just, I mean, I wasn't bothered by it, but I was bothered by the fact that happened, you know, like, why did you feel that it was so important to, is that how you show authority, through putting somebody down? Is that what you're trying to do? Trying to make yourself feel better? Because, or maybe there's a high in it, you know, there's got to be something. Just to go up to somebody random and be mean, you know, I might, like, if somebody made a video that I didn't agree with, I might leave a comment reacting to that, but not just a random reactor, commenter who wasn't stirring problems, just stating a reality of their life. It's those things that I don't think we know any discernment. We don't know. I don't know. It's just like the same people that demand it are the people that dish it out, which, how do you even try to? Like, how do you even try to rationalize with them? I don't know. I don't know. And being, like, I'm I'm agoraphobic already. I'm making small efforts doing walks and going outside, but I rarely get into a car or go out at all. But I don't like to feel that I'm trapped. Like, before, nothing's really stopped me from going out but me. But the heat kind of feels like that barrier. So maybe it's just made me reflect on the reasons why I like staying inside. And I'm not a victim. I'm not somebody who wallows in my past. But it's done something to my brain. And I'm working on trying to really figure it out. Because even making this video is scary to me. It's scary. Very scary. Because I think, oh my gosh, do I look old? Like, who cares what I look like? Who cares what I sound like? I mean, you don't want to just throw things out there like people do, and that's the other thing. It's like, so I have this battle, you know? Being like 50, you think back, like, when I was younger, I would be making videos all the time. And that was when I was the most insecure. So what does that tell you? I don't know. I guess I don't want just filler. I want to make an influence, a change, an improvement, or just be a positive influence into the world, not another confusing one, you know? I feel the world has changed so much since before 2000s. A lot. And it's not just the technology. I'm sure, though, the technology has influenced what we see now, but I don't know what to do to make it better. You know, I can't save the world. I can control the world that I live in now. And I like it. Am I afraid that I can't control the world out there? And that's the reason that I don't go out? I think so. That's a big part of it. But I'm not like a controlling person. I'm not like, I let people be individuals, you know, and that's the problem. It's like the fight with myself. It's like I want to believe there's good in people to a point where I have to learn. And I don't want to have to learn over and over. I mean, after a while, it just makes you lose faith in humanity, but not in God. The world will try to push you away from Jesus and God, and that's another thing. God was part of my world. Like, it was everywhere. It was God was in our schools and our church, like every day. And then I remember once they stopped celebrating Christmas, it kind of collapsed. After that, can't say God in school at all, except for the Pledge of Allegiance, I think. Anyway, I don't understand though why. And then if they can't control you, because they know we're Americans and we have freedom of choices, They will try to hurt you or ruin you or make you feel bad about yourself. And I don't understand it. I guess that's not my job to understand. One thing that I have noticed, the world of creativity is dying. At one time, art was a very competitive field. Like being an artist, an art advertiser, an illustrator was a hard job to get into back in like 90s. And I went to school for pen and ink and advertising and art and design. And, you know, as we all know, computers came out and took a lot of those jobs. So at first, that was the first turnaround. And it was like computers were art was hard because it was competitive, and people who found a job usually died there. And then, I mean, to be an artist in a gallery, you'd have to live in New York or know the right people. But then, like, as a job or a career, even if you went to college for it, like I did, it was then replaced by computers. But then, you know, all these jobs were being replaced. And then, you know, you just assume like, well, art's being taken over by computers now, so what's the point? But then computers started making their own art, and it was fun and had novelty in the beginning, but it was, I don't know, like, now I'm noticing, like, even like singers, anybody who writes their own or new music is like 30 years or older. There's no young creatives. And movies are all remakes. Nothing's original anymore. So we're losing a lot of originality. So maybe my skill as an artist is going to be more important now than it ever was. I'm hoping anyway, because that's all I really am good at. I mean, really good at. I'm good, really good. And I've never said that about myself, about anything. I mean, could I always be better, or is there somebody better than me? Sure. But I'm not. I mean, it was a natural skill. I have a three-dimensional way of thinking. So art is just part of that, you know? Whether it's building a dollhouse or a mask, or I don't know, I have paintings somewhere. Who knows? I just have a problem focusing on one. I like many, many, many subjects. So I get inspired when I feel, like this, think of these things. But I'm the only thing holding me back at this moment. I'm poor. And I'm not saying that like, haha, I'm poor. I have $100 in my bank. I mean, I'm poverty level. And that's not, it's just disability pays very, very bad. And I'm working on getting out of it. It's a very hard thing to get off of, though. It's like they give you 9 months to make it above their minimum guideline. And if you do, then you lose your benefits. But here's the trick. not only do you need to cover your benefits, but you also now need to cover your health insurance. You need to now cover medication and food and help with utilities. All of that you need to make on top of the benefits that you receive, plus the additional to get you out of it. You know what I mean? So it's hard to transition from nothing to like 80,000 a year. And that's kind of how I feel you need to successfully get off of benefits without falling flat on your ass again with nothing. And then they want you to pay for the lawyers. They want you to go through all this red tape. It's crazy. So I'm really trying. I have to do this. I have to. It's the only way out. I don't have a car. I can't really walk to a job. I don't have the discipline or the attention to do like customer service from home. I probably would forget or be afraid to pick up the phone or something. I'm just creating. Now. Maybe get an inventory. Maybe throw a video out there from time to time, because I don't know. I have to get out of this box of being afraid of making a video. Granted, I could have brushed my teeth before I made one, but I'm doing it anyway. Every time I come on here, it always seems like I do it right before I brush my teeth. But I do. I want to assure you I do. Maybe that's it. I just start getting ready, and then I get into it, and then if I get distracted, and then I'm not making the video anymore, you know, or the video that I should have just made before brushing my teeth, I waited, and then it just wasn't made. So maybe I have had many attempts to do that, and they just never were made, so here we are. So I know it works, I guess. I don't know, I just want to get out of this box. I do have a goal. Like, I might be alone now. I mean, I have my daughter. I will never say I'm alone, because I don't ever want to diminish the joy she gives me. And that's enough right now. When she moves on, I think most would probably say, oh, I want a life partner. I mean, if that happens, great, but I'm okay without it, you know? Like, I don't need sex. I mean, another paycheck would be nice, but I don't need it, you know? And after my daughter is raised, I mean, the only time I'd want a man would be as a father figure, but I'm very, 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 very protective. I just could never trust a man to take my daughter to, you know, like, it worries me more to accept a man, court a man, while she's at a young age than just the wait. That, because, I mean, that takes away any drive, sexual or pleasure. It just would. And she gets jealous. One time I did have an attempt at a boyfriend, and she just hated him, and it was so protective. And I think that was like, I can wait. Because I really can. I don't need others to fulfill me. I'm very good at staying busy. But when she leaves, sorry, I had my stomach, did you hear that? I know my cats did. I mean, I'm not going to be far behind her, but I want to foster kids. I don't want to foster them while she's here, because, again, I'm very protective. But I think I'd be the best type of parent for fostering. I've lived through many layers of abuse, which has only helped me with my empathy, my perspective, you know, and things that I would have done differently that would have made me different at the time, though it wouldn't have made me who I am today. So I do battle with that, but not every kid is strong enough to make it all the way through their battles. So if you can help them, I want like a foster haven, not just a house, but like I wanted to have a dojo. I wanted to have a bee farm. See, the bee farm, like the older kids could help harvest, learn trust, learn not to be afraid, you know. The younger kids would make the labels for the honey, and then they would sell it and get the profits. So they would learn like a whole bunch of things in that process. I would have rescued horses, rescued cats. We would have like an indoor terrarium, so the cats can stay outside, or have like an indoor enclosure where the cats aren't inside if there's allergies or something, you know, but they still have access to them, and the cats aren't in cages, but in their own natural habitat, so to speak. Because I picture like little pods, like speaking of bees, like honeycomb shaped pods, you know, and then they would like go around a terrarium space, and you know, there'd be tunnels and secret passages, because what kid doesn't want to feel safe? And a little cozy cubby, but not one that feels like a trap. So having many exits, one leading to a food pantry. I mean, have like unlimited food, like snacks, like healthy snacks, not like crap food, but like waters and juices and apples and granola. I don't know, like fun stuff. I don't want to make it boring, but like fun, healthy stuff. I'm sure they have it. It's been years since I've had to buy for that size, for a young size. She'll eat whatever. And so I plan to have tunnels, and I have like, I picture their bunk beds, like kind of like little lofts in a way, like they each get their own little room / loft bed kind of thing. Like, remember Fraggle Rock? Kind of like that. Then there was one other thing. Oh, did I say dojo? I want a dojo because I think that's extremely important. Think about it. Discipline. But also, when a kid feels helpless and powerless, I mean, just imagine that. At least they can have that power, you know? Anything that they can do to help their situation is better than nothing, right? And especially like learning effective ways to protect yourself, you know, like Hapkido, I think is extremely, Hapkido and Taekwondo. Taekwondo might take, it's more like for the exercise, but Hapkido is for, you know, and what's the one where you wrestle? Is that judo? Judo? I haven't learned judo. I've learned Hapkido, but not judo. Though I think it could be helpful. And the next car that I'm going to own, because I don't drive right now because of my last car accident, which I swear I should be dead. I should be. Anyway, I'm not. I'm going to get a Hummer, but not just any Hummer. This Hummer is going to be able to be capable to withstand hurricanes, floods, maybe a tornado. I don't know how realistic that is, but they do have Hummers that go underwater. So I want one of those. And, you know, we'd have the horses, and we'd have land in Texas, so we could ride the horses to the grocery stores or whatever. And use the Hummer for doctor's appointments and stuff like that. We wouldn't use it often, but I don't think I want to ride kids in anything less safe than that anyway, you know what I mean? So I have a lot of money to save. So this YouTube video is a start. I thought that thing was flashing my detector. Ew, I probably killed flies on that. Gross. But anyway, so welcome to my 598th start. I don't expect you to stick around or to watch this video entirely, but if you have, thank you very much. And I'm going to actually post this because I promised myself I'm going to. And then I'm going to work on my dollhouse. This is the before. Actually, there's a lot of befores, but this is... See, I'm adding a staircase on the outside, and then I'm going to case it like some kind of stained glass. Like, I got a lot of work to do. So, yeah, I committed myself, and I destroyed it. And now there's no turning back. I mean, my father did this part. I'm just, I don't know why it's not that it needed improvement. I just want to make it bigger because it was broken and it wasn't really finished. I should have just finished it, but I didn't. I had too much furniture, so I had to make more rooms for it, I guess. Usually it's the other way around, but I'm backwards anyway. All right. Before I make this too long, because nobody's going to watch it, especially a half hour, doesn't matter. Talk to you later. Peace out. Bye.